Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Susita Nitai Pada Ye Chaya Jagat Jura Ye Chaya Jagat Jura Ye Chaya Jagat Jura नित्यानंद राम की सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय गौर। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य द्वैतपूर्ण हो।
Baba
की पंचतत्व की लोक प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Kaya sumarin lang. Haribo, Haribo. Yasomati Nandana Brajavana Gokula Nandana Kana Yasomati Nandana Yasomati Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की विश्वमान कवि विश्वनाथ रानी की नमोवेद वास्तविक की हरि नाम संकीर्तन की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की गौर प्रेमानंदे begin? Okay. You want to say anything? Welcome everyone to the Mantika Hindu Temple. Thank you for coming tonight. We were invited to come and do kirtan, bhajan, and pravachan. In English, you will hear from Westerner, white body, speaking Sanskrit, Bengali, your language, your culture. The Siddhanta, the established truths of the Vedas. Especially tonight, the topic is the glories of Srimati Radharani. Because 10 days ago was Radhastami. You had a festival here?
Yes.
Radhastami?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're still remembering the glories of Srimati Radharani. And we'll speak something about her glories and also Shakti Tattva. What is the established truth, according to Vedas, about Shakti? All kinds of Krishna Shakti. So I will speak something. Advaita Prabhu here. This is Advaita Das. He lives in Walnut Creek. My name is Radhakanta Das. I also live in Walnut Creek. We live in the same lot. And Prahlad was playing Mridanga. He lives in Sacramento. And the lead Madhava here is from Alameda. We also have a book table. We brought so many wonderful books. Some introductory books. Bhagavad Gita. Also we have some very high-class Rasik books. Jaiva Dharma. Brihat Bhagavatamrita. All kinds of small books. So please, after the program, you help yourself. Donation only. We come only to give. This is the nature of a Brahmin, is to give. To give Harikatha, Pravachan, Harikirtan, and not asking anything. Some donations coming, that's okay, but we don't ask. If a Brahmin starts to charge, like I was asked before I came, how much will you charge to speak here? I said, no. This is not the duty of a Brahmin. Brahmins don't charge. They receive charity, okay, no problem. But if no getting charity, no problem, because we're giving. We're only giving. So I came here to give to you what I've learned in the last 40 years, 45 years of practicing Krishna consciousness in ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and also Gaudiya Math. And through my sadhana bhakti, my study of the scriptures, and association with sadhus, gurus, traveling to India many times, Braj Mandal, Vrindavan, Mathura, Navadvip, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, all the holy places in India. Visiting there, talking with sadhus, meeting with Vaishnavas. So what I've learned, I'll share something with you tonight. That is my gift to you. So Prahlad Prabhu will also speak a little bit for a few minutes. So you'll get to hear some different devotees speak. Okay, I'll begin Mangalacharna. This topic tonight, I was thinking what to speak. This topic is very, very special because we're just coming off Radhastami and Janmashtami. So to hear the glories of Radharani is not ordinary. And to hear from a Gaudiya Vaishnava who's in the line of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya is not ordinary either. So I am not a Pandit, but I am also not ignorant. I am initiate into the mantra, Kirtaniya Sadahari, always chanting the glories of the Holy Name. And I'm a servant of my Gurudev. So he's asked me to speak Krishna Katha and explain what our Sampradaya has to offer, which is very, very special. So I'm very fortunate tonight to be here with all of you and to share some teachings about Radharani. Om Jnana-Timirandasya Jnanandjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Guruve Gurachandraya Radhikaya Krishnaय Krishna Bhaktaya Tara Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Kedan Shri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksha Madhurya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Vaninyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Shirashanami Tridandinam Bhakti Siromanim Cha Sri Krishna Padavya Hidaita Hidi Chaitanya Nilamita Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Sadatam Namaste Namaste Guru Devaya Sarva Siddhi Pradayane Sarva Mangala Rupaya Sarvananda Vidayane Radha Samukha Samshaktim Saki Sangha Nivasanim Tamaham Satatam Vande Guru Rupam Padam Sakim Nama Shreshtam Manumati Sachiputra Matra Swarupam Rupam Tajagradam Urupurim Maturim Gosvaram Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasya Prakto Yasya Pratika Kripaya Shri Guru Tantratosa Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuthapara Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Savidatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Satam Vitam Scha Nityananda Namastuvyam Premananda Pradayane Kalokama Shanashaya Janavapataye Namaha Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanaka Banato Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Jugadharma Karo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavakaro Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodiro Kulodaye Pushpavanto Chitro Sandhotamodo Anarpita Charim Charat Karunaya Vatirna Kalo Samarpanitum Unanta Ujvala Rasam Swabhakti Sriyam Hari Purata Sundara Dhyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha Sada Hridaye Kandare Spuratuva Sachikandana Namaste Halagraha Namaste Mushalayura Namaste Revati Kanta Namaste Bhaktavatsala Namaste Balanam Shrestha Namaste Dharanidara Pralambare Namaste Stuvimam Krishna Purvajam Jayati Janani Vaso Devaki Janmavado Yaduvara Parishat Sveduvirasyanadano Sthirachara Vijnana Susmita Sri Mukena Brajapura Manitana Vardaya Kamadeva Pahapikam Natavara Pukarnayo Karnikara Vibhratasankarakapisam Vajayantim Chamaram Ran Ran Venuradara Suraya Puraya Gopa Brinde Brindaranyam Svapada Ramanam Pravisati Takirti Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Samohini Karaha Ade Kakubaraga Galayadya Vacha Yache Matyabuvidandavadurvadati Asya Prasana Buddhasya Janasya Kripa Gandharvike Nijagane Gananam Videhi Prajami Radham Aravinda Netram Smarami Radham Madhurasmitasu Vadami Radham Karunabharadram Tato Mamanyasti Gati Nakati Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshay Shiktascha Kamadikarangamati Kripa Maitam Sharanam Prapanam Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam 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 Jaya Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe Radhe Oh Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe Oh Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Bolo Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe First of all, I offer my most humble and heartfelt obeisances to the lotus feet of my Gurudev, my initiating Guru, Nitya Leela Pravishna Om Vishnupad Astodha Sudasi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and praying for his cause's mercy. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to my Shiksha Guru, Nitya Leela Pravishna Om Vishnupad Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, praying for his causeless mercy. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to my two Param Guru Devs, Nitya Leela Pravishna Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, the founder of Charya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and Nitya Leela Pravishna Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada's Sannyas Guru, and the head of the Mathura Gaudiya Math. And then I offer my respectful obeisances to all of our Rupanuga Guru Varga, especially the generals of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and to the Lotus Feet of Prabhupada, praying for all of their mercy. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to all of the guests tonight, all of Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and my friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm praying for all of your causes personally. You are my Vipada Priya Bandhu. You are my dear friends, because you are saving me from danger at every step, Vipada. By speaking Harikatha, preparing, meditating, and absorbing myself in this topic of Radharani for most of the day today, and thinking over the 2 weeks when I spoke with Ashwani and Raj, oh, you're coming? Yes, I'm coming. And what will you speak? This is what I will speak. And please bring devotees, bhaktas, to do kirtan. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going there. I'm coming to this beautiful temple here to see all of you. And therefore I'm thinking, what will I speak? What will I speak? I'm always meditating on who? Radharani, because that is the topic. So you've done me a great service. Thank you for allowing me to become absorbed in this topic and to speak something. Hopefully it will be beneficial. I'm sure it will be auspicious, because just hearing the name of Radha, Krishna, automatically gives all kinds of bhakti sukriti, all kinds of sin is washed away. We've lived many, many lives, not just this life. Hundreds and thousands of millions of births. 8,400,000 species of beings revolving from the higher planets to the lower planets to the earthly planet, sometimes in an animal species, sometimes in a plant species, sometimes in a demigod species, sometimes in a human species. So now we've come to this human form of life. It's a very good platform. Even the demigods are waiting to take birth at this time, in this Kali Yuga, as a human being. Why? Because spiritual advancement and mukti, liberation, is very easy as a human being. So we have a great opportunity. Hearing the holy names and hearing Harikatha is extremely beneficial for our bhakti. So tonight's topic is Shakti Tattva and Radharani. I will be quoting from Vedic literatures, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Vedas. Because I am not like you. You grew up in Hindu families. From a young childhood age, you're hearing about Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, isn't it? Krishna, Radha. You're hearing about all these things. And most of it, I'm sure, is quite good. There may be some things mixed in that are not exactly correct, according to Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. But mostly, I'm sure, is good. I did not grow up in such a household, hearing all of Krishna's Leela. But from about the age of 18, fairly young, now I'm 70 years old. So since 18, I've been hearing about Krishna. The difference between me and you is you're born into Vedic culture, right? I accepted your culture. I gave up my Western culture and even Christian culture and accepted Hindu. I like to say I'm an Orthodox Hindu, not any kind of Hindu, Orthodox Hindu. Because what I'm going to speak to you is only what I heard from Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. I have no mixed stories from asadhus or folklore or something that's passed down in families that may not be entirely correct. I know in Hindu culture there's so many stories, sometimes they're not quite correct. So my advantage, you can say, is that I'm an Orthodox Hindu, and I've only learned your religion, your culture, from bona fide Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So what you're hearing from me is not speculation, it's not imagination, it's only based on Veda. This is the Praman, the evidence supreme evidence for what we believe in religion comes from Mata Veda, Mother Veda. So, in all the literatures which are in pursuance of the Vedas, like Chaitanya Charitamrita, written 500 years ago by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in the line of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is Krishna himself, appeared 500 years ago in Navadvip, Mayapur, Bengal. He is not an incarnation of Krishna, he is Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan, Krishna. He took the Kanti, the splendor, the effulgence and color, complexion of Radharani. He also took the bhav, the feelings, the moods of Radharani. He's Krishna himself, but he's in the mood of Radharani. He's the Yuga avatar for this Kali Yuga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. When he was growing up, his name was Nimai. Nimai Pandit, or Vishnuvar, or Gauranga. Then he took sannyas from Keshav Bharati, he became Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So we're giving evidence from him and the writings of his followers, because how do we understand Radharani better than from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? If we hear from Krishna, we may not understand everything completely. Because Krishna, he's taken the position of Vishaya Tattva, which means he's the object of worship and love and affection. Right? And Radharani is Ashraya Tattva. She is the abode, the container of love and affection. So she sees Krishna in a different way than Krishna sees himself. If we can hear from Radharani about Krishna and hear from Radharani about herself, then we can get the full understanding of who is Radha and Krishna. And how to hear that? That is from the lips, lotus lips of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he's the combined form of Radha and Krishna. So there in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Ar Sabhavritya Yara Yache Nachaya Seitache Karinitya. There is only one Supreme Lord, Ekala, Ishvara, Supreme God, that is Krishna. Ar Sabhavritya, everyone else is a servant. He makes me dance, he makes all of us dance according to his desire. He is Ishvara Paramakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma himself says, he is the supreme Lord, Ishvara, Parama. His name is Krishna and Govinda. He has Satchidananda body. So when we speak about Shakti Tattva or Radha Tattva, we cannot help but mix in some Bhagavan Tattva. Because Shakti Matayor Abed. You cannot separate Shaktiman, the possessor of Shakti, the Supreme Lord Bhagavan, and his Shakti, Lakshmi, Radharani, his consorts. You cannot really, they are one. In one sense, they are one. So we're going to speak something about Bhagavad Tattva in relation to Shakti Tattva also. And the best evidence, I'm only giving you the best of the best, the cream of the cream, la crème. What is the cream of the cream of the Vedas? We all accept Veda, isn't it? Veda is the source of our spiritual knowledge. Veda was given by Krishna Bhagavan to Brahma, Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyas, Vyas to Sukadeva. In this way it came down to this world. But in Kali Yuga, the age that we live in, this is called the Dark Age, the Iron Age, the age of quarrel, hypocrisy. And we've lost our vision due to the darkness of this age. So how can we get light in this age? You try to study Veda, it's very difficult. If you study Vedanta Sutra, also very difficult to understand. So the giver of Vedic knowledge in this world is Veda Vyas, Srila Vyasadeva, isn't it? We all accept Vyasadeva as the authority in Veda. Anyone not accept Vyasadeva? Raise your hand. Vyasadeva manifests the 4 Vedas in this world through his 4 sons. He wrote Mahabharata, Vedanta Sutra, all the Puranas, the major Puranas. And he is the literary incarnation of Bhagavan. So as good Hindus, I accept, you accept, everyone accepts Veda Vyas, isn't it? We're establishing some platform of truth and praman, evidence. What is the last most important contribution of Veda Vyas? Srimad Bhagavatam. After he had written all the Puranas and Mahabharata, he became depressed. His guru, Narada, came and said, "Why are you depressed? You meditate. You have not described the beautiful pastimes of Krishna yet in Vrindavan. Nor have you given absolute, pure, Shuddha Bhakti. Nirmatsananam satam, dharma prochita kaitano tra paramo nirmatsananam satam, vedyam vastamamatra vastu sivaram tapatrayam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kitikimba Parerishvara Sadhyo Hridya Varujite Trakriti Vishusudishtarshana. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the creme de la creme of all the Vedic literatures. If you churn all the Vedas, like you churn yogurt, right? You churn milk, it becomes yogurt. You churn yogurt, you get what? Butter. And you further process butter, you get ghee, golden ghee. So churning of the Vedic literatures has created Srimad Bhagavatam. The essence of all the Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam. So if we want to know about Bhagavad Tattva and Shakti Tattva, here I'm giving the praman, the evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. In the first canto, 3rd chapter, there's a description of the different incarnations of the Lord. Nisringa, Kurma, Matsya, right? Vamande, Buddha, Kalki, Narayan, Vishnu, all the different incarnations. After they've been explained, this verse is coming. Ete chamsa kala pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Gakunam Lokai Mridayanti Juge Juge. All of the incarnations, they are portions, plenary portions, and portions of plenary portions of that Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So this verse is establishing by the author of Srimad Bhagavatam, who is giving the essence of all Veda, which we all accept, that Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Brajendanandan, Shyam Sundar, Sri Krishna here with Radha, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's therefore called Avatari. He's not Avatar. He's Avatari. Avatari means he is the source of all other avatars. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. So if we accept Sri Krishna based on Vedic knowledge and authority of Veda Vyas, that Sri Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, then who is his consort? Srimati Radharani. Therefore, she is Purna Shakti. She is the topmost consort, Mahalakshmi, of all Lakshmis. And establishing this, then we understand that there is Avatari. Radharani is also Avatari of all other Shakti. She is Purna Shakti. Krishna is Purna Shakti Man. Radharani is Purna Shakti. So we have many deities here. We have Lakshmi Ji, Durga, Gayatri, Sita Devi. These are all manifestations or portions of Srimati Radharani. And we also have Ram and Dwarkadish Krishna as Jagannath. They are also portions of Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. So we should understand the hierarchy to be able to get the most benefit from our worship, Aradhana. If we worship the highest manifestation of God, God Himself, Swayam Bhagavan, then the greatest benefit comes. But higher than worshiping God is worshiping God's Shakti, Radharani. Because when Radharani is pleased with us, then automatically Krishna is pleased with us. She is the via medium for all the living entities' service to Bhagavan. It is through her, Bhakti Devi, Srimati Radharani, that pure devotional service manifests in this world on the highest level. She is Mahabhav Swarupini, the embodiment of the highest form of Mahabhav Prem, Krishna Prem. So certainly, if we want to advance in bhakti, in devotion, we will worship Radharani. So, Krishna has 64 beautiful qualities. His plenary portions, like Vishnu, Narayan, Vaman, Matsya, Kurma, the string of all of his manifestations, they have 60 qualities, 60. Krishna has 4 more qualities. His 4 qualities that he has that none of the other incarnations have is Venu Madhuri, the sweetness of playing his flute. Rupa Madhuri, his form is so enchanting, so beautiful. Shyam Sundar Krishna. Tribanga Lalita Shyam Sundar. And Leela Madhuri. His pastimes in Vrindavan, especially Rasa Leela pastimes, you cannot compare with any other manifestation of Bhagavan. They're so beautiful and so enthralling. And finally, Prema Madhuri. Krishna's prem that he has towards his bhaktas is on the highest level of prem. Madhurya, Vatsalya, Sakhya, Dasya, Shanta, all rasas you can find in Krishna. In Krishna's other incarnations, you will not find. You may find Madhurya Ras, but it is primarily Swakiya Madhurya Ras. It is not Parakiya, like in Vrindavan, unwedded love, which reaches the highest zenith, highest limit of prem. So coming down from the Vaikuntha Patis into Brahma, Shiva, Ganesh, Surya, even Indra, they are demigods. They are Jiva, Jiva Tattva, right? Shiva is a little bit mixed. Not exactly Jiva, not exactly Bhagavan. But they have 55 qualities of Swayam Bhagavan. Very powerful because they have to do so many material engagements in this universe. Then coming to us, the normal jivas in this world, we have 50 qualities of Krishna, but in very minute quantity. So we are also Shakti. Brahma, Shiva, Ganesh, Surya, Indra, they're also Shakti. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Lakshmi, Durga, Parvati, also Shakti. Remember what I said in the beginning. Ekala, Ishvara, Krishna, are Sababritya. Shakti, Shaktiman. There's only one Shaktiman, that is Bhagavan. Everyone else is Shakti. And when Bhagavan, Shaktiman, manifests his portions of plenary portions, they're also Shaktiman. But not fully having all the qualities of Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So, Bhagavan and his Shakti, you can say, they're intimately connected. Even all the way down to our level, Divinamsha Tattva, the jivas in this world,
We are connected with Bhagavan very intimately. We are also one with Bhagavan. But there's some difference. Radharani is also one, but there's some difference. Every Shakti has some similarity and some difference. So Bhagavan, his Parashakti consists of three aspects. Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. Chit Shakti means his internal potency. These are all of his associates in the spiritual world, and himself, his consorts, and the spiritual world itself. Jiva Shakti means all of us. Jivara Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. Jivara Tatashta Shakti, Beda Beda Prakash. We are all manifesting from the Tatashta region of Vishnu. So we're also Shakti, but we're called Tatashta. We manifest from Tatashta Shakti. And then there's Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti means the material energy, the three modes of material nature, which is being controlled by that goddess there on your center stage, Durga Devi herself, Maya Shakti. She is guarding the fort. Durga means fort. She is the superintendent, the warden of this fort, this prison house in the dark material universe, the material world. So she is Radharani's manifestation for bewildering and facilitating material entanglement and material enjoyment in this material world. That is her role. So three Shaktis: Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti. And from the Svetasvatara Upanishad, a famous verse about Shakti, Shaktiman. Natasya kayam karanam cha vidyate, natat samascha vidikascha drishyate, parasya shakti vividaya shruyate, svabhavika jnana bala kriyacha. The Supreme Lord, he has nothing to do. He has no obligation. He has no boss, right? He has no karma to fulfill. No obligation to anybody. He is the Supreme Lord. According to his desire, everything manifests through his Shaktis. They're also great. There is no one equal to or greater than the Supreme Lord. If you say there are many gods, because sometimes people criticize us, Hindus, or you're polytheistic. You have so many gods, right? Especially Christians and Muslims, they say there's only one God. We're in agreement, there is only one God. But he manifests in many different ways. But there is only one Supreme God. There's no one greater than him, and no one equal to him. His Shakti, his supreme potency, expands in many, many multifarious different ways, by which everything is done naturally, svabhavika, automatically, spontaneously, according to the desire of Bhagavan, and gives full knowledge. This is called Jnana or Chit Shakti, power, Bala Shakti, or Sandhini Shakti, and pastimes, or Kriya Shakti, or Hladini Shakti. It's another three divisions of Shakti. Krishna sometimes, Swayam Bhagavan is called Sat Chit Ananda, isn't it? Sat means eternity. Chit means full of knowledge. Ananda means full of so much bliss and happiness. So it's the same three divisions. Sat means existence, power. And Chit means knowledge, consciousness, awareness. And Ananda means pleasure. So these are also three divisions of Shakti. So the purpose of today's lecture is coming to propound the glories of Srimati Radhika, because she is Purna Shakti. She is the complete embodiment of all Shakti, the original source of all Shakti. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman, Dui Vastu Vedanai Shastra Praman. Our Vedic Shastras, they've given this evidence that Radha is the full Shakti and Krishna is the full embodiment of Shakti. So, according to Vedanta philosophy, there's no difference between Shakti and Shaktiman, in the sense that they're intimately connected. Just like you have the sun and the sun rays, or you have heat and light. You have a flower and the fragrance of the flower, right? You cannot separate. They're not exactly the same. The sun ray won't burn you up. You go to the sun, it will burn you up, right? A flower grows, the scent dissipates. So there's some difference between Shakti and Shaktiman, but there's some similarity also. You cannot separate them. This philosophy of inconceivable oneness and difference, called Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva. Achintya means inconceivable. Beda, oneness, and Abeda, difference, is very difficult to understand. But Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is his special contribution to our sampradayas, is he's been explaining our Vedic philosophy in its fullest extent, most elaborate extent, explaining the highest goal and giving this concept of Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, there were 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas, right? Brahma, Rudra, Lakshmi, and Kumar. Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, and Nimbadicha or Nimbarka. These are the Sampradaya-charyas, and these are the beginning deities of the Sampradaya. Lakshmi Sampradaya for Ramanuja, Brahma Sampradaya for Madhvacharya. Shiva Sampradaya, Nimbaditya. And Rudra Sampradaya, Kumar. So they were preaching Vaishnava philosophy in this world. After the appearance of Buddha in India, then Sankaracharya, then the 4 Vaishnava acharyas came and they preached bhakti, tried to reestablish in India Shuddha Bhakti, because Buddhism was making the rich Indian culture to be nihilistic, voidist, atheistic. And Sankaracharya was a manifestation of Shivaji. He came on the order of the Lord to establish the Praman of the Vedas, but it was mixed Buddhism also. He was teaching a form of impersonalism, but establishing the Praman of the Vedas. So he was bringing it up one step from Buddhism. Then the 4 Vaishnava Sampradaya acharyas came and they started preaching about pure bhakti according to Vedas. But after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Navadvip, Mayapur, and he began to preach. He took the essence of all the Vaishnava Sampradayas. He took the good qualities of all the 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas, and he amalgamated it and synthesized it and added this Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. So the only way we can really understand this is if we take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we pray to him, if we hear his instructions. By chanting tonight, before we chant a Maha Mantra, we're chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Ganadhar Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bolo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Ganadhar Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. These are the Panchatattva. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, his brother Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Advaita Acharya, who is a combination of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, and Gadadhar Pandit, who's a manifestation of Radharani, and Shivas Thakur, who's a manifestation of Narad Muni. So these are the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching in Chaitanya Charitamrita regarding Shakti Shaktiman begins with this verse. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shakti Asmat Ekatmano Api Bhuvi Puradeha Vedam Gatota Chaitanyakyam Prakrita Aduna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Duty Suvalitam Krishna Nomi Swarupa. So the first two lines are explaining about Shakti Shaktiman, our topic. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vigritir Ladini Shakti Asma. The pastime between Radha and Krishna, they are transformations of the pleasure potency called Ladini Shakti. They are a Vigritir, transformation of Ladini Shakti. Radha and Krishna were originally one. Ekatmano, Api Bhuvi Puradeha. For a very long time, Krishna was only Krishna. Then at Vamshivat, when he wanted to play his flute in Vrindavan, and he wanted to enjoy amorous pastimes with his consorts, the beautiful gopis, he wanted to enjoy rasa, Maharasa. From his left side manifest Srimati Radharani. And from his right side manifest Gopi Shwamhari, who is the guardian of the Rasa Stana. So Radharani manifests from Krishna's own body. Originally was one, because he's Shaktiman. Shaktiman means what? He possesses Shakti. He's the complete possessor of all Shakti, all power. Everything is in Krishna. Krishna says in Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanpita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly, they engage in my bhajan, in my worship. So he's Shaktiman. From him comes Shakti. Purna Shakti Radharani in the beginning. Then what happened? Chaitanyakyam Prakritam Aduna. Now, that Radha and Krishna, they again combine together in the form, one form again, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is Radha Bhava Duty Suvalitam Krishna Nomi Swarupa. So Radha and Krishna are one, but they've taken two forms. Why Krishna has to take two forms? Can you have relationship of love with yourself? It's very hard. You have to have another person to love. Lover and beloved. Isn't it? And can we really understand ourselves completely? We have to look in the mirror. Even looking in the mirror is not a real picture of who we are. But someone else who sees us, they see what we really look like. And according to their mentality, their bhav, their feelings, right? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you love someone, then they look very beautiful, right? If someone's your friend, they look a certain way. If someone's your enemy, they look another way. Right? So this is rasa, this is relationship based on feeling. Krishna wanted to have that loving relationship, therefore he divided into two. And now again, he's coming together as one in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why he's coming together as one? Because he wants to give to this world the moods of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So both have to be there. Prem ras niryas korite ashpradam rag marg bhakti loke korite pracharan rasik sekara Krishna parama karuna e dui hetu hite ichara urgama. For this reason, the Supreme Lord manifests as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to spread the love of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So Krishna had to come, Radha had to come himself. Even though Krishna was here 5,000 years ago, he exhibited wonderful pastimes in Vrindavan, still it was more theoretical. It was hard for many people to understand. The pastimes of Krishna are very mystical, aren't they? Sometimes they're a little hard to understand how a young boy can lift Govardhan Hill for 7 days with his left pinky. How is it possible? We don't have experience of this in this world, right? So Krishna did many Aishvarya pastimes, and he did many Madhurya pastimes, which are also inconceivable, such loving pastimes of selfless love with his mother and father and friends and girlfriends and wives, that is so pure and so elevated. It's difficult for normal conditioned souls in this world to understand Krishna's pastimes. Why? Because we're conditioned with Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. We have some covering over our soul, some dirt, due to being in this material world. Therefore, it's difficult to understand Krishna and Krishna's pastimes. So Krishna thought to himself, after he performed all his Braj Bhumi pastimes, I must come again. This time I will come as a devotee, and I will show everyone how to be a devotee in Kali Yuga. So he became a Vaishnava. Nimai Pandit became Vishvambar, the Vaishnava, the great Vaishnava. So the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are very important for us in Kali Yuga to understand Radha and Krishna. Without his mercy, we cannot understand. But with the mercy of Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even a small child, an ignorant person, they can easily understand these very deep, esoteric pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So we must take shelter of our Gurudev and our disciplic succession coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So 10 days ago was Radhastami. You had a nice festival here. In Walnut Creek, we also do satsanga. If anyone comes to Walnut Creek, in our house sometimes, you can get on our mailing list. We have programs there, visiting sadhus, saints. We have kirtan, pravachan. We have a big house. Ratikala, you raise your hand. This is my wife, Ratikala. We live in Walnut Creek. So if anyone comes to the Bay Area and you want to come to some programs, we can invite you. Like you've invited me, I can invite you also. Please. We have a mailing list you can get on. So, Radhastami, we had a big celebration in our house. About 40 people came, and it was packed out. We had lots of bhajan, harikatha, abhishek of Radharani, and Prashadam. Very wonderful. We also celebrated Janmashtami there. So 10 days ago, we heard something about Radharani. Now we're also continuing to speak about the glories of Radharani. Coming to another important verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Krishna's 3 desires that were unfulfilled in his Leela as Krishna in Vrindavan. We say Krishna, he simply desires and his Shakti fulfills all his desires. I made that statement, isn't it? So generally this is true. So why is it that at the end of Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, he still felt a little bit unfulfilled? And there were 3 desires that he could not fulfill in his form as Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. It's a very wonderful topic. It has to do with love. Krishna wanted to experience something about Radharani that he could not fully understand. So I'll chant this verse, explain a little something. Then Advaita Prabhu is also going to speak something about this first line in this verse. So it goes like this. Shirada, Shiradaya, Pranaya Mahima, Kidrisho Vadayaiva, Svadyo Yena Adbutra, Kidrisham Swamadiya, Sokyam Charashamar Anubhavata, Kidrisham Vidiloba, Tad Bhavadya Samajani, Sachi Garbo, Sindhu, Harindu. desiring to understand the glory, the mahima of Radha's pranaya, Radha's love. That is the first desire. Krishna could not fully understand how great, how pure, how wonderful Radharani's love is. Because if someone loves you, you don't necessarily fully understand everything that's in their heart. Right? You feel something from their love. But unless you take their position, unless you go into their mind and heart and see how they're loving you, it's difficult to fully understand how they're feeling when they love you. You have to take their position. So that is the first desire. Krishna wanted to take the position of Radharani's mood in loving himself, serving himself, to understand how great her love is. Then the second desire. Svadyo yena abutra kidisham svamadya. He wanted to understand the sweetness of that love. When Radharani is loving Krishna, his four Madhuris, right? Venu Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, Lila Madhuri, Prema Madhuri, the sweetness of Krishna. Radharani has so much love for Krishna that her experience of Krishna's beauty, his flute playing, his pastimes, and the way he loves her is unlike anyone else's experience. The love that she has for him and how she feels when she loves him, Krishna wanted to understand that. He had a desire to taste that. So that is his second desire. Then coming to Krishna's third unfulfilled desire, Sokyam charasya mad anubhavata kidrisham vetigoda. Sokyam means happiness. What was kidrisham? What was the happiness that Radharani feels when she feels my love and when she loves me? Krishna says that the happiness that my devotees feel is greater than the happiness I feel. The happiness that Radharani feels is millions of times more pleasurable than the happiness I feel when I love her. And Krishna is a very greedy fellow. He's called Rasaraj, right? He's the king of all mellows. He wants to taste and experience, relish, and enjoy everything to its highest extent. He's very greedy. So these are his three greeds, his three desires. The first is to understand the glory of Radharani's love, how great it is. The second is to understand his sweetness, how beautiful he is. What does his flute really sound like? You know, we can hear Krishna's flute, but what Radharani is feeling when she hears Krishna's flute is totally different. Krishna wanted to understand what Radharani is feeling when she hears my flute. And what is the happiness that she feels when she loves me and I love her. So richly endowed with the emotions of Radharani and the mood and the kanti, the bhav, the complexion, Krishna changed his blackish complexion and became golden, like Radharani. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavanishwari, Vishabhanu Sudhidevi Pranamami. So Gauranga Chaitanya, he's golden. Why is he golden? He's Krishna. Krishna is black, isn't it? He's black. Sham. But sometimes even Krishna changes his color to golden. When he's too much absorbed in meditating on Radharani in separation, oh, Radharani's not coming, where is she? Thinking of Radharani, his complexion becomes light, becomes golden. If you think of something very intensely, you start to take on the qualities of that thing you're thinking about, right? So be careful what we think about. Don't think about very bad things, bad people, criminals, sinful activity, all the horrible things in this world, because if we meditate on all the horrible things in this world, that will come in our mind and in our body. Right? If we think about the beautiful form of Shama Sundar, we think about beautiful people, love, affection, kindness, charity, all the good qualities, then those good qualities come to us. So Krishna was thinking about Radharani and desiring this. His complexion changed to golden, and he took birth from the womb of Mother Sachi, Jagannath Mishra and Mother Sachi. Just as the moon looks like when it's rising, the full moon, if you look into the Bay of Bengal, in Bengal, and the ocean, looking towards the east, you see the rising of the full moon. It looks like it's coming out of the ocean. But the moon is not in the ocean, is it? It looks like it. So just like the moon looks like it came from the ocean, Krishna appeared from the womb of Sachimata. Because the Lord doesn't appear like a normal person in this world, covered with blood and, embryonic fluid, and you have to clean so many things. No, the Supreme Lord appears in a very pure way. He appears. He's not born. So, this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was appeared. The first line of this shloka is about the glory, Mahima, Radha Mahima. That's the topic of our talk tonight. So, Advaita Prabhu, my god brother, he's going to speak some explanation of this first line. What is the glory? What is the greatness of Radharani's love? First, he'll give you the praman from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then he'll speak something. Lord Premanande.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय वैदिकाय प्रियमहे कृष्णभक्तिवेदान्तनारायणाय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने। It was almost an hour away here. We were getting ready to come here when Radhakanta Prabhu asked me to speak something. And the subject tonight is so high. The subject is so high that I feel a little hesitant to speak on, because this topic is very confidential. But I would like to say a few words just to begin with, before I jump into explaining the first reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. When we think about God, we think about a ruler, a supreme ruler, and this is not wrong. However, this concept of God as the supreme ruler is in the category of aishwarya, awe and reverence. But there is another way to understand God, which is madhurya, as Radhakanta will explain. Madhurya is sweetness. Imagine that a very important person, a very someone who carries a lot of responsibility. That person can be known in his professional setting, in his professional persona, as a very respectful person, perhaps wearing suit and tie in a very formal setting. But that very same person at home with his children, he crawls on the floor with his child in his back. So that's sweetness versus awe and reverence. So Krishna is the same God, but known with intimacy. And the topic that I'm going to explain, not actually, he requests me to read some statements of Lord Krishna here. And those statements are very confidential. So I request your full attention, because Lord Krishna is going to speak about his heart. Imagine, for example, that someone is going to give an interview, a very important person, high profile person is going to give an interview, and it's going to be broadcast all over the country and all over the world. It's a very high profile person. So the interviewer creates a setting that can create a sense of intimacy, and the interview may reveal some personal traits of that person, very important person, and that very important person may even speak from the heart. And everybody's listening in that atmosphere of a lot of respect and attention. So here, the person who is going to speak from his heart is no other than the King of the Kings of the Kings. And he's going to speak about the Queen of the Queens of the Queen, which is Srimati Radharani. So Krishna is going to speak here about his intimate feelings. This is not at all ordinary. This subject matter is unprecedented in the history of religion. Nowhere in the universe this information is available. Somewhere in the Puranas, Lord Krishna said, in the universe, the planet Earth is special, because the planet Earth is my Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, the gopis are most special, because they are 100% surrendered to me. The gopis are not weekend religionists. They don't practice religion once a week. Not even, if someone practices religion once a day, that person is serious. If that person practices religion 3 times a day, that person is very dedicated. But imagine someone who practices religion every second, non-stop, without exception. That is Srimati Radharani. Those are the gopis. Every second they are God conscious, Krishna conscious. And then Lord Krishna goes further to say, and among all of them is my. So now we are going to hear Lord Krishna addressing his feelings for Srimati Radharani. So this is unprecedented in the history of theology throughout the cosmos. Krishna says, I am the primary cause of all rasas. I am the full spiritual truth, and I am made of full joy. But the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. I do not know the strength of Radha's love, with which she always overwhelms me. The love of Radhika is my teacher, and I am her dancing puppet. Her prema makes me dance various novel dances. Oh, my beloved friend Vrinda, where are you coming from? Whatever pleasure I have from tasting my love for Srimati Radharani, she tastes 10 million times more than me by her love. Just as the abode of all mutual contradictory characteristics So Radha's love is full of similar contradictions. So imagine, Krishna is the god of the goddess, the god of the gods. Srimati Radharani is the goddess of the goddesses. So their loving exchanges is very profound. If psychology if we can study psychology for 4 years in the university, then go to master's degree, then a PhD, just to understand human mind. What does it take to understand God's mind? And the loving affairs of the love of the Lord. So the divine love between Radha and Krishna is very, very deep. And here Krishna is explaining that they're full of contradictions. And Radha's love is all-pervading, leaving no room for expansion. But still, it is expanding constantly. There is certainly nothing greater than her love, but her love is devoid of pride. That is the sign of its greatness. Nothing is purer than her love, but its behavior is always crooked. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura.
There's 3 contradictory aspects that Krishna is saying in Radharani's love. We're talking about, right, Mahima, the greatness of Radha's pranaya, her love. So this is very unusual. The first one, second, and third. Just explain in your own words. Radharani's love is very pure, right? There's no selfishness. She's completely from top of her head to her toes. She's Krishnamaya, completely absorbed in thinking about pleasing Krishna and serving Krishna. So she's very pure. No selfishness. Yet, it's crooked. Her love is crooked. Because when Krishna comes to Radharani, sometimes Radharani says, no, go away. You're late. You're a bad boy. You came late to our meeting. You know, even between men and women in this world, women play hard to get in dating, right? This creates the amor, creates the excitement in romance. If everything is like wedded love, too easy, been together many years, that's one thing. But Parakiya Bhav, unwedded love, young boy and young girl meeting for the first time, then the girl is always pushing off, playing hard to get. So there's a crookedness in her mind and her heart. Oh, Krishna embraced me. But what did her words say? Oh, Krishna, you crooked person, go away. I don't want you. So there's a certain perverseness, crookedness, even though her love is very pure. And her love is so great. It's ever expanding. It's pervasive everywhere. She's Purna Shakti. Shakti is everywhere in the world, right? Still, even though it's everywhere, it's continuing to increase and increase and increase. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It's the contradictory nature, the second contradictory nature of Radharani's love. Then even though her love is unsurpassed from any other Sachi, Satya, Rukmini, Lakshmi, all the goddesses, her love is so great, she's not puffed up. She's not proud. She's very humble. Very humble. She thinks everyone loves Krishna more than she does. She doesn't put herself on a pedestal. Even though she's on the pedestal, she doesn't think she's great. So this is also a contradictory nature. The three contradictory natures. Okay? Yeah? So this is, we're just touching on Radharani's Mahima. We could spend 3 days, 5 days, 7 days going into all the Leelas. One beautiful Leela I'll tell, one story. One time in Vrindavan, and this particular place called Kananvan, Jatila and Kutila, who is Radharani's sister-in-law and mother-in-law. Because in Vrindavan, Radha is not officially externally married to Krishna, right? Radharani is married to Abhimanyu, another man, another Gopal. Actually, they're eternally married, but for Leela's sake, to create this excitement and romance, they appear to not be married. So Radharani has a mother-in-law and a sister-in-law. And sometimes for the lady, the mother-in-law is very demanding. Oh, do this, do that, or you're not so good, you're not good enough for my son, or you should be better, you should be like me. Sister-in-law also maybe doesn't like the bride, you know, of the husband. So Kutila and Jatila, they're always criticizing Radharani. They're always imagining that she's going to meet with Krishna. They say she's unchaste. They say she has a questionable character, right? So they're always complaining about Radharani. So Krishna knows this, and he cannot tolerate it because Radharani is so dear to him. He wants Radharani her glories to be known by everybody, even Kutila and Jatila. So he performs this wonderful pastime. He gets a very bad headache. He becomes very ill, so ill that he's about to die. And Mother Yashoda becomes so worried, she calls the Brahmins, the Kaviraj, you do some mantras, give some medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, this, that. Nothing's working. They're very worried. At that time, Purnamasi, Yogamaya, who lives in Vrindavan, she's an ascetic brahmachari. She comes and she says, I know what to do. I will help you. I have this bowl made from clay. It's a pot. It has 100 holes in it. You know the story? You never heard? It has 100 holes. So whoever can take this pot to the Jamuna, fill it up with water, bring it back, then we'll use that water for taking the fever down from Krishna, healing Krishna. Right? So they give to Jatila and Kutila. And they go to the Jamuna. You can imagine a container with 100 holes. How will it hold the water? Immediately the water's coming out, coming out. They're so embarrassed. They put the pot down and they run away. They don't even want to go back. So then Purnamasi says, now you take that pot and give it to Srimati Radharani. Radharani doesn't want to do it, you know. This is the contradictory nature we spoke about. Her love is so pure and so great, but she doesn't think like that. She says, no, I'm not qualified to do this. And they can, again and again they talk, and finally she agrees, okay. So she takes this pot with 100 holes, goes to the Jamuna, fills it with water, puts it on her head, comes back, and gives the Purnamasi. Not one drop came out. Radharani ki! So everyone's, and Purnamasi said, yes, this is the quality of a chaste woman. She's completely chaste. And Kutila and Jatila and everyone in Vrindavan, they saw this and they had to admit that, yes, Radharani, she's very chaste, she's very special, and no one should criticize her or find any fault with her. Jai Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radharani ki, Prajanananda Sham Sundar Sri Krishna Chandra ki, Any comments or questions? We spoke very long. It's 8:30, exactly 8:30, look at that.
Yeah.
But if there are any comments, sometimes it's important. 5 minutes is okay if anybody has, or we have to stop.
If somebody has any questions, they can feel free to ask.
I can ask after that if you can have like 10 minutes Kirtan.
Yeah. We'll do kirtan. But Harikatha is special. Kirtan is very powerful, but Harikatha is also very powerful. Because Harikatha changes our mentality, our mind, our ego. In such a way, we develop a new concept about Bhagavan and about ourselves. So, if you have some doubt, shout it out. If you have some comment, let it rip. Do you have any question? What did you think of this topic?
Very
You like it?
Very good.
Some new things?
Yeah.
Some old things? Some new things?
Yeah, like the kathas.
So Bhakti Devi is a manifestation of Radharani. And we're all practicing Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion. So we'll end the pravachan with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, glorifying Radharani, chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is the name of Radha and Krishna. Right? Hare is Radharani, Krishna is Krishna. Rama is Radharaman Krishna, and Hare is Radharani. So this Jugala Kishore mantra is the Maha Mantra. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. 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 Thank you for listening so patiently. It was quite a long lecture. You're a very good audience. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Ji, Shri Radhakant Das Ji, and your God brother and the other devotees came by. Thank you so much. We're really blessed to have you guys here. So nice, so good experience, and maybe next time we're gonna get more audience.
No, good audience. Best
Yeah.
audience.
Audience is good, but we're gonna get more.
One more. Yeah.
So, yeah. And please keep coming and we'll keep inviting, see your schedule and have you more times coming up here. I really appreciate that you came over here. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Next time we'll bring more devotees.
What was that?
Next time we'll bring more devotees.
Oh, yes,
If
definitely.
you bring more guests, I'll bring more.
More devotees.
Hari Bol, Hari
Radhe,
Bol.
Radhe.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
So everyone, please take a book before you go. Small books there, no problem. I lug these all the way here in my car. I want to clean the table. Take a small book, take a big book. Give any donation you want. We're not selling, we're not business people, but these are beautiful books by Prabhupada, our Gurudev. And please, as a memory of our visit, please take a book with you.
Totally.
Raj, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. Radhe, Radhe. First of all, thank you so much. We've been so blessed to have you guys over here. And just keep coming in and we welcome you with all our hearts. Definitely looking forward to next time, as you mentioned, that we'll have more devotees and keep doing what we are doing. This is like my path going towards the Radharani, which is like due to Ashwini Party, as I told you last time too. So,
why not?
ਇੱਧਰ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਇੱਧਰ ਮਾਰ ਆਂਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮਾਈਕ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣੀ ਹਰੀ ਬੋਲ ਰਾਧੇ ਰਾਧੇ ਚਲੋ ਆਓ ਆਰਤੀ ਕਰੀਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ So we'll be doing the Aarti. We have our own Kirtan group too. So they will be doing the Aarti with you guys too. Like you guys should join us too.
No, no, sir.
So Michael Allen. Michael,
नहीं यहीं आ जा
Radhe 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 Radhe. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਰਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੁੱਕਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨਾ
Thank you.